Guys, what is up? I give you the best TV on the planet. So this is the Q9F from Samsung, their flagship QLED TV, a 65-inch utter beast. And I'm really just shocked because no one's made a video about explaining all the amazing features of this TV. Like, oh my God, why? So this is a 2018 flagship TV. It's 2019 as of this recording. I don't care. I think they're just doing a great job, and I just gotta talk. There's some bad stuff about this TV, but I'm just gonna talk about the good stuff because, oh my God. You know, I think Samsung needs to be heard, and they need to continue doing what they're doing right, because this is insane. These are just amazing reasons to buy this TV. It was around $3,000, and hey, to be honest, this is not a lot of money, because I'm sure you guys remember back in the day when plasmas were expensive. I got that used, but still, you know, it's a good day. So, yeah, let me just start with the mounting process, because this is insane. This is the no gap wall mount. Obviously, you see there's still a gap. But there's like a rounded edge here. If you look in the back though, it's hard to see, but it really does fit really close to the wall. It has a bit of a tilting adjustment, so that's kind of cool. And it's insane. I wish I took a picture of this. There's a little leveler. So you can mount the TV on here, and now that it's to level it first, like the base. And now that it's mounted, you can have people go on each side of the TV, someone push up, push down, and you can adjust the tilting. So it's insane, and it's really sturdy too. So you need quite a few people, like 2 people, to really move it around, shift it left and right. But I mean, I'm sure that's a big nitpicking thing. You know, you mount a nice TV like this, and you find out it's not level, or maybe the floor is crooked. So this is insane. Another thing is there's no power cord in the back of the TV. New with the 2018 model, and I think now the newer TVs are doing it. Everything is coming out of this one connect box. I mean, oh my God. Everything. I'm not kidding. There's a TiVo. I'm just gonna put that to the side. But everything. I'm gonna try and move this around here. But you've got your power cable here. All right, I don't want to move things too much, but a bunch of other stuff you'd expect. There's this really bulky cable here that sends fiber optic and power to this TV. So this is carrying fiber optic for the whole video signal, and it's also carrying a couple wires for DC for power. So there's no power cable going to this TV. It's all going to that cable, and this is sending the power signal. So you have to plug anything to the back of this. You don't need a bunch of ugly wires. And I'm sure many of you guys are going to want to hide that wire, but this is a rental, so I'm happy I can mount this and not have to drill holes for all the cables. I really like that. There's about 4 HDMI cables in the back, a network port for the smart features when I'm going to show in a second, but there's an optical audio for your sound system out. I don't really want to move it around. There's an antenna cable, but you still watch antenna TV. I don't know why. So one of the HDMI cables can be used as what they call ARC, or audio return channel. So the HDMI goes out from here and into here. So anything plugged into here, you no longer have to fiddle with a bunch of universal remotes. Everything is just can plug into here, and one cable goes out of here into here, and it also carries surround sound. And one of the cool things, I had an issue back in the day where, like, if you had surround sound coming from the TV, the little optical audio to here, there'd always be a delay, but I don't notice that here. Like that at the TV in the other room, I always had a delay. Like I'd have fiber optic surround sound cable coming from out of the TV to like the sound system, and the Xbox was plugged in HDMI here, and there was always a delay. They don't have that issue here. But another thing too is, look at this. I'm controlling the receiver volume here as I turn the volume up and down. And I just shut off the TV, and it turns on the TV, on and off, flawlessly. Back in the day, Samsung's HDMI control was really, really bad. They did a fantastic job. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. So that's with inputs. Before I talk about the rest of the features, I wanna talk about this remote, and then I'm gonna have to go hand in hand. But let me first talk about this. This is it. This is your super modern silver remote. Look at this. So you got your batteries here, and stuff, but it's just very simple. Just a couple of buttons, and they actually work really well. Up, down, left, right, center, click, power, home. This is for if you want channel numbers or colors. I don't think I could show you now. Oh yeah, so you have the numbers here, and then if you go here, you can get more options and stuff. And then here's the back button, play, pause, home, picture, microphone. This is for Bixby, so it doesn't work with your voice controlled TiVo, which I have, or an Alexa or anything like that. I don't use this search thing. One of the cool things is the volume and channel. It rocks. So if I click it, you gotta push up and down, and then pull it down, and then you push it, you click it down, and that mutes it. So let me see if I can. Yeah, you see it's like mute, unmute. So that's kind of cool. So that being said, actually, I'm gonna tell you, the speakers built into the TV aren't bad, because I've had to complain. I have neighbors complain about my tower speakers with the subwoofer. I mean, these can give a lot of bass, and I don't have a sub connected to it. But if I shut them off, the TV speakers, it's not bad. I'm gonna try and show an example. But okay, last but not least, all of these things as you see here, it's controllable by this. So this shows you all the inputs that they kind of learn to determine what it is. And sometimes these are not only inputs, but also apps. So I have Netflix and HBO Go built into a TV, even a DirecTV Now. I showed it in another video, what this is like on the TV. It's actually not bad. I don't use Hulu or YouTube. I think it's pointless. Apple TV is a really cool feature, because now I can rent movies from Apple's iTunes store. I can watch my purchased movies on here, and I can do AirPlay. That's insane. I don't have to use a separate Apple TV. It's built into the TV. And I think it was this year, in 2019, Samsung pushed an update to 2018 and 2019 QLED TVs. Oh my God, it's amazing. Okay. So there's that. Oh, no, I didn't want that. Okay, well, anyway, we're gonna go to, so I'm sure you guys know what Netflix is like, but this is the Xbox One's connected. If I click there, it turns it on, and it gets better. Oh my God, I don't know how's happening. I think the One Connect is shooting an IR signal that goes out there. I don't know, but I can control the Xbox. Look at that. That's really cool. I'm sorry, that's really cool. I don't have to fiddle with the Xbox controller. If I gotta do I want to rent a movie or something like that, or join a party, you do everything from here. You can't play a game like this, obviously, but unless it's chess, I don't know. But still, it's insane. All right, and then last but not least, I don't know why I made this last, but this is insane. It says Verizon because that's what I have in my area, but I have a TiVo. So what I have to do, it doesn't wake up the TiVo. It does, if I had the Verizon DVR, it does in fact wake it up. But for some reason the TiVo does not want to be woken up. So I have to hit the OK button. And there we go, I'm sorry. It says waking, oh, okay, it didn't show. But, okay. Gonna mute that. Gets even better. You don't even need to use a TiVo remote. You don't have to use your Verizon remote. I had Comcast for a couple months, and I was not able to control the Comcast box. Of course, I hate Comcast, so it worked out in the end. So, you've got the channel button, controls the channels, which is really cool. You can't do everything with this remote, but you can do the essentials. So you can hit the OK button, or you know what? If you hit this, you can channel up and channel down. But if you click on it, it brings up the guide. On anything, even if you have Verizon, it brings up the guide. I can control it with this remote. I'm sorry, but I just think this is cool. One remote that does everything. And it's just insane. Now, even if you do want to just use your TiVo remote, the volume control, you know, you just point it to the TV and it's going to control the sound system as well, the surround sound. You don't have to fiddle with remotes anymore. It's gotten so good. I mean, I've had issues with this HDMI control, but it's really good. I don't know how this is working. I think it's not by HDMI, but by a little IR sensor, like it's using a remote code to shoot it out here, and then it bounces back to the TiVo. That's what the Logitech Harmony thing, the hub did. But yeah, so I'm controlling everything here, and it controls, I can hit the OK button. Let's put The Simpsons and that beautiful uncompressed picture quality of fiber to the home. Oh my God, it's wonderful. By the way, Verizon is actually doing 4K. It's on channel, yes, 1498, 1499. It's live sporting events, but it works on the TiVo and their new 4K DVRs. This is a TiVo bolt. You need that bolt, the 4K TiVos, in order to watch the 4K programming, but it does not use internet. It goes through the cable. It's insane. But I'm going off. This is about this TV. I'm sorry this is a long video, but this is just such a good TV. I mean, Samsung has outdone themselves. Like, I used to own, this is one TV, I know my room's a mess. This is an old Samsung TV, and the HDMI control, the universal remote control, it was garbage. It was useless. I had to fiddle with so many universal remotes, and now it's gotten so great, I only need one remote. Oh my God. I highly recommend this TV, guys. I'm sorry, but, oh, it makes a cool little noise too. It's kind of cool. And this is my favorite feature too. Pew! I don't know if you guys remember that. That's how the old tube TVs would kind of shoot on and off. But it's just, they thought of everything. I miss the Samsung chime when it turned on, or the you know, that kind of stuff. But it's fine. I can live with it. You know, way better than any other TV option out there. It's really not that much. Because again, TV used to be a lot more expensive. $3,000 was the cost of a plasma at one point. Yeah. And this is still pumping, 720p, but it's perfect for here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I know this is probably a useless video, but hope it helps somebody. Okay, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. The only downsides about this TV is that two things. Number one, it is not dual band Wi-Fi. So if you see my other videos, you've got 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. It only has a one slower band. So don't expect to watch really good 4K content like on here without it constantly freezing and stuttering. The Ethernet port, by the way, is not a gigabit Ethernet port. This is like a 100 megabit port. So Samsung has cheaped out a little bit. I really wish they would have improved on that, but you know what? It is what it is. At least this TV excels better as a universal controller. So I would just recommend picking up a Roku or whatever, some other better 4K, an Xbox, you know. But yeah.